All right. Welcome everybody to Senate Labor, Health and Social Services Committee meeting this afternoon. We've got one bill up for our consideration, which is House Bill number 80, Identification Cards Renewal for Care Facilities Residents. Before we do that, we will go ahead and take roll call.
Senator Hutchings.
Aye. Oh,
Senator Steinmetz.
Excused.
Senator Scott.
Excused.
Senator Crum.
Present.
Chairman Brennan.
Here.
Madam Chairman, we have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. We are running into that time of the year where everybody's presenting bills and it's all at the same time right now. But we have a quorum. So welcome Representative Jarvis, if you want to go ahead and present your bill.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman and committee. This bill is just taking the renewal of a identification card, not a driver's license. So the identification card and fully aligning it to the federal Real ID requirements for nursing homes and assisted living facilities specifically. So I did bring one amendment today, and the only amendments that have happened with this bill have been, as I've been working directly with the agency that will be enacting this. So I brought Misty Zimmerman, the program manager of WYDOT, with me to help clarify. And the one proposed amendment today that we're asking for is, and I'll let her better explain it, but when it says surrender original identification card, you have to do that after the 16 years when you come in physically, but you do not have to do that while you're renewing by paper. And so it's that one section on page 3, lines 21 and 22, we're just asking that we delete it entirely to make sure that this bill is very succinct and clear. And with that, I'm going to turn it over.
Hey, welcome.
Chairman Brennan, members of the committee, my name is Misty Zimmerman. I'm the program manager for WYDOT Driver Services. I've been working with Representative Jarvis on this bill. We see no issue as it's currently presented on continuing to facilitate this in order to walk through the changes here. We did, when we talked regarding the changes that are being proposed here, it's very similar today as if you were to renew your driver's license either online or through the mail. You wouldn't be required to come in and physically surrender that driver license. When you come in person, we do ask that you do that. We punch the void in it at that point. But what this does is this will allow us to facilitate the renewal of the identification card only for those individuals that are in the assisted living facilities or nursing home, all while allowing us to maintain that Real ID compliance that we're really striving for.
Perfect. Senator Hutchings.
thank you. Thank you, ladies, for coming in. You know, when I first saw this, I was just a little concerned about fraudulent activity. And now that I see they don't have to surrender their identification card, I'm wondering, you know, with someone in a nursing home and then maybe a bad actor getting a hold of that old card and maybe trying to duplicate it. Not really too concerned, but has there been any concerns about that? Thank you.
Madam Chairwoman and committee, no, there has not been, because it has to be notarized by a person from the facility in order to be able to enact this. And this isn't an original, like this is a renewal. So this is for people who currently have them with WYDOT to be able to renew their IDs via this method.
Thank you.
Maybe any further questions or any?
No.
Okay. With that, do we have any Well, YDOT has been here. Any other agencies? I do not see any other agencies in the room. Yes, there is. Any other agencies that want to testify? Oh. Anybody else who would like to testify on this? Welcome, even though we all know who you guys are, if you'll just give us your name for the record and
Madam Chairman, Tom Laycock with AARP Wyoming. I'd like to thank you for you guys giving some time to this bill. We're very supportive of this particular bill for a couple different reasons. When the concept of voter ID was finally passed in 2020, one thing that we did ask for was folks who maybe struggle to get to whiteout for any reason, have some sort of backstop. And so that's why the Medicaid and Medicare cards are actually in the original bill. However, they phased out at 2030. And so we've been looking for ways since then to find a way that folks who are maybe a little bit older, who struggle to get to whiteout for various reasons, can still maintain their right to vote. Representative Jarvis has done a nice job, very well thought out concept here. We're extremely appreciative. And we actually see the nursing home population exempted from voter ID requirements in Arkansas, Ohio, Nebraska, Wisconsin. So this isn't anything, we're not really plowing new ground here, but it's a nice compromise. So we'd like to thank you for Representative Jarvis and ask for your support on the bill.
perfect. Committee, any questions? Great, thank you. Mr. Ball, I guess
Yeah.
I'm too quick. Senator Hutchings.
So, if you turn to page 2, again, this is kind of in line with the last question. You have, an identification card notification, being addressed to the last known address. Again, is there, and I'm assuming this is the application. Are you guys concerned about voter fraud in that case where someone gets a hold of that application and sends it in and actually gets, commits fraud? Are you afraid of that?
Chairman, Senator Hutchings, you bring up an interesting scenario. I do think that makes it incumbent upon the applicant to be sure that they send it to the correct address, which in this case would be the nursing home. And I would point out that nursing home verification is actually one way that we allow people to register to vote. And so once again, this actually aligns fairly closely with what we currently allow.
Thank you. And also, I would note that that part is, it looks like current statute, and we're amending
Right.
these sentences into that. Any other questions? Same. Okay, Mr. Bully.
Madam Chairman, committee members, Eric Boley. You know that I'm with the Wyoming Hospital Association, but I also hope that you realize I'm with the Wyoming Long-Term Care Association. And this year, after 2 years of work, we've actually brought all 35 nursing homes together into one association so we can have a unified voice. And we stand in strong support of this. I've shared with you before that my background is hospital and nursing home administration. And as I look at this is a common sense approach to a problem that we're really grateful that Representative Jarvis brought forward. And I'd like to see more legislation like this. These are things that even as we operate and run nursing homes, sometimes we don't think of these. And so it takes an outside idea or a different mind to think about these things, how we can improve quality of life for our residents in our nursing homes. What I'd say is it's their inherent right to be able to vote. And thinking back 15 years ago when I was running a nursing home, I can think of residents that we maybe could have gotten out of our nursing home and put it in the van and taken them down to renew their IDs, but it would have taken an act of Congress to get it done. And this creates the opportunity for them to renew their real ID and to be able to exercise that freedom to vote. Senator Hutchins, just I believe that Chairman Brennan did a good job of talking about this, but I actually think this may cut down on the ability to commit fraud, and because it's going to their last known address. But if they're residents of the nursing home, they actually have to go through a whole step of getting attestation and everything done in the nursing home. And so while there's still a possibility that someone could receive the documentation in the mail because it goes to the wrong address, they'd have to jump through some serious hoops to get all of the processes done to renew that by mail. And so I actually think this creates maybe a little bit of a barrier protection in place. I could go on and on about it. This is a great bill, and we'd ask you to please advance it, and I'd be willing to answer any questions.
Any questions for Mr. Bollig? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public testimony? All right. Is there anybody online? Okay, we will close public testimony. Committee, what is your bill?
Move the bill.
Moved by Senator Crum, second by Senator Hutchings. Any discussion on the bill?
Madam Chairman, I'd move the amendment that was given to us where we would delete lines 21 and 22 on page 3.
Okay, any discussion on that? Senator Hutchings seconds it. I support it. All those in favor of Senator Crum's amendment, please say aye. Any opposed? All those opposed, no? That amendment passes. Any further discussion on the bill? Okay, we are ready for a roll call on House Bill 80, identification cards renewal for care facility residents.
This is a roll call vote for House Bill 80 as amended. Senator Crum,
Aye.
Senator Hutchings,
Aye.
Senator Scott,
Excused,
Senator Steinmetz,
excused.
Chairman Brennan.
Aye.
Madam Chairman, that is 3 aye and 2 excused.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We are adjourned.
Thank you.